Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So, you still join me at the Stirling Ranger Tree, and now you might be wondering, why am I still here? Well, it is actually still the same day as when I'd done the previous video of showing you around my camp setup. Now, the reason why I wanted to do this video is I just want to talk to you about basically the gear that I brought with me. Because when I'd done that video about, I'll link it just here, you can go check it out. When I was talking about all the gear I was taking, I wasn't sure about bringing the drone, what cameras to bring. I was just so overwhelmed, and it took me 2 days before leaving to try and work out what to do. And yeah, so I just stripped everything down and just went with the bare minimum really on what I could accept to take with me. So yeah, it is sort of spitting around here at the moment, so you might hear some rain hitting leaves and stuff. I am under a little bit of a tree. Hopefully it doesn't rain too much, otherwise we'll have to go into the tent. But I just want to also talk to you about some new gear that I bought after I made that video. Just talk to you about a little light I bought. Won't go into like the details, specs and stuff like that. And I also bought another little tripod as well, just for the video making, because the one I had beforehand was just too bulky, too heavy, and overkill for it. So the first thing is, it's actually on my little tripod, my little ultrapod that I've had for years. So this is a light by Aperture. Yeah, I wanted something that would be bright, but nice and soft light as well. I have like this little cube thing, but it's not very good, so I went with something like this, which is much nicer, and it lasts for about 2 hours and rechargeable, and I can charge it on my power bank. And it's starting to rain a little bit more now, but we'll keep soldering on. This is also my new little tripod. I picked it up for about $59, so cheap. I went for a cheap thing because I wanted something nice and lightweight. These tripods will get thrown around, they will get abused, and they will get planted, and you know, and I'm going to be getting another tripod later on this year, so I didn't want anything that I didn't want to spend too much money. So yeah, and this is just fine. You know, there were reviews about the head being, you know, bad, but I've just put some WD-40 in there and lubed it all up and everything. It's working just fine. The head plate, like just here, is it going to focus? No, it's not. Yeah, I heard that it was loose and it got quite wobbly. There's just a little problem just there. I will link this brand in this video with the model number if you are interested. I don't know if I'd recommend it, but if you may be doing videos or something like that, then I think it'd be just fine. If you're doing photos, probably not. You know, you're better off spending a bit more money and get something better quality. But yeah, I just got those two. I'm going to try and rush this video because it's starting to feel like this is getting a bit heavier, this rain. Yeah, so I was trying to work out what camera gear to bring with me, and yeah, I was packing stuff last night. I had so much gear, and I was going, I don't need this much gear really, and I was trying to just think of what was I going to shoot, and I was overthinking things, and I just thought, you know what, I've bought this new setup, I want to go out and use it, and this is the main system I want to go out and use. So what I've got with me in this bag, I've done a modification to this bag, so I might try and show you that as well. So what I've got in this bag is my, I'm going to unzip it now, and just show you the gear briefly, because we've already gone over some of this, but you know, I just want to go over it just one last time, but I'm just going to do it very brief and quickly. So since the camera is new, I've got my H4D. This is my only medium format camera. The next camera I've got is my M50 that we're recording this on, but I want to use this for videos. I don't want to compromise on video quality and sound, and using something smaller. Yeah, so I've got the H4D, I've got the 80mm lens. I'm going to keeping this on the camera most of the time, so if I come to a composition, this will basically be the lens that's staying on the camera unless I change it to something else. So I've got, yeah, H4D with the 80mm lens. Then I've got my 150mm lens. Not sure if I'm going to use this that much, but I wasn't too sure. The reason why, So I've got my 300mm in here as well. I'll grab that quickly. So I've got my 300 and my 150. So I was just trying to think of compositions and I've been here before and I've photographed this place, and I was just wondering if am I in focus? I hope so. I've got it in a different focus, and I've got it, yeah, hopefully it's working. It's not focusing on the trees behind me. Yeah, so I was wondering, I could go with just my 300mm, but I was worried would it be too tight, because there's some compositions I want it nice and tight, and there's other things where I don't want it as tight. Yeah, since I haven't shot with the 300 here, I don't know what it's going to be like. It's in full frame form, it's about 240 odd mil, and so that's kind of long for me. But I also want to work out if I need something longer as well, so that's the reason why I bought it. So yeah, I've got the 150 with the 300, and lens cap just fell off. That's not good, and it's just falling right into the dirt. So yeah, I've got the hoods because as it's raining, and I can see the mountains are getting a bit of rain over there. So what I'm going to do, since these aren't weather sealed, I'm just going to get that lens cap. Oh, I didn't get too bad actually. I didn't get any dirt inside of it. So yeah, since these aren't weather sealed and my H4 isn't weather sealed, what I'm going to do, this is forward planning as well, is I'm going to have like a bin bag. I've got bin bags in the car. They're the best way to protect your gear. Cheap, affordable, and you can just reuse them later on for your rubbish. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put electrical tape on here. I'm going to keep a roll of electrical tape in my camera bag, and then when it comes to, you know, the rain coming out, getting the gear out, I can put it like this, and then if it's raining, the rain has much further to go to the front element. I probably won't use filters, but yeah, so that's what we're going to use. So the 300, we've got the 80mm with a H4D, and we've got the 150mm here, and then my other lens is the 28mm lens. Now you've seen this a few times before. Love this lens, nice and wide, and I don't think I need anything wider. I can get an adapter with my X1D, so I can make this to about 16mm in full frame. Currently it's about 22mm, so I do have that option if I need it wider. Then I've got like spare batteries for the H. Now I found out my old battery that I had for my old H camera doesn't last very long. But this is just going to be my backup in case this one, my large capacity battery, and the other large capacity battery go flat. I've got this just to buy me through for the remainder of the shoot. And then I've also got, I did bring my MyOps Smart with the little lead. This is actually for like a 1300D sort of thing, you know, your entry level DSLRs, but it works just fine with the H4D series, H6 and all that. So yeah, if you are looking at for leads that will work with your Hasselblad, your H series camera, these will work just fine. If you're looking for leads, or you're hoping to get the MyOps stuff working with your, maybe like an X1D, or if you've got a 907 sort of thing, it won't work. There's a slight delay and it's really annoying. That's another reason why I got my H4D. I've got like a load of lens cloths. Oh, I'm really dropping stuff today. So I've got 3 lens cloths. Luckily it's all in its little pouch and it landed on the outside of it. I've got my little waist level viewfinder. I'm going to pack it up very soon because it feels like it's getting heavier and everything's getting wet. Just a light smearing of water on the lenses and gear. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything. So I'm going to pack up as I'm talking, just to save time because I don't want to leave this gear out in the rain. So yeah, so if you've I think that's probably about it. Oh yeah, what I'm going to show you quickly is I've modified my camera bag because there was a problem with it that I noticed. Now I'm probably just going to show you some photos and shit instead of I'll pop up on the screen instead of videoing it because it's a little bit tricky. So what I've done is I wasn't happy with the insert. I contacted f-stop and said about the insert, is there meant to be something at the top, because there's like a loop on the inside of the camera bag where it would make sense there was a loop thing. So if you have things on the top of your camera bag, you know, like water, food, jet boil, whatever, and then you've got your camera gear, there's nothing to stop it from actually flexing down. Now I put like a water bottle, jet boil and stuff up in the top, and I put everything in there, and I noticed it was starting to actually fall into the camera compartment. Now I don't want that. You know, I've got gear that's very expensive, and even if I had cheaper gear, I wouldn't want, you know, anything from the top to intrude into the camera compartment. So yeah, I've done this. So what I've done is I've used a strap from Pro Media Gear, and I've riveted it to the actual case. So what I've done is I had to cut down the inside lining, this felt that they use on the inside of the bag. Cut down that so I could actually get to the inner layers and spread it and separate them, because that allowed me to get a metal plate down between, I think there's about 4 layers in this bag between them. There's a hard layer and then there's more softer layers, so I fitted it between the soft layer and the hard layer, and then you've got the lining. So yeah, I've popped a small metal strip in there, and then I popped 2 rivets with like homemade washers just to clamp it all together, and it's just so strong now. And yeah, I don't know why F-Stop don't do it. I don't know why they missed that, and I don't know why it hasn't been done. So yeah, I've let them know, and they're going to take it on board, so I think it's a really good idea. You know, after all the ambassadors they've got, I've just raised this up, and I've had to go to these extremes, damaging, maybe ruining the warranty of the insert, but it just didn't work for me, so I had to make changes. But anyway, I'm going to keep packing up because I can feel it getting a little heavier. Wind's picking up. But yeah, if you've liked this video, be sure to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel with the algorithm and everything. If you'd like to see more content, I will be doing more. We'll be doing a lot this year, and I'll be putting out, probably trying to aim for weekly videos. Hit that subscribe button. If you've got any questions or would like to know anything, pop it down in the comment section. And yeah, I think that's about it really. So I'm going to end this video. I'm Simon, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Alright, bye for now.